Well, good morning, everybody. And we're looking in Lamentations chapter 3 this morning, verses 22 and 23. That's Lamentations chapter 3, verses 22 through 23. And we want to discuss a little bit this morning about God's faithfulness and that God's faithful in every single season of our life, regardless if we think it's a great season or if we think it's a difficult season or a trying season. That doesn't determine whether or not God is faithful. We can just count on the fact that he is indeed faithful. So Lamentations chapter 3, beginning at verse 22, says this: because of the Lord's faithful love, we do not perish, for his mercies never end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. All right. You see, God's faithfulness is one of the most comforting truths that we cling to as Christians, especially as the seasons of life shift in our life. Lamentations describes a moment of deep sorrow, yet the writer looks beyond the devastation and he remembers the unchanging love of God. He remembers that his mercies do not run out, that even when our strength does, God's mercy does not. So as we move deeper into the winter season, we may face moments of discouragement. We may face moments of weariness, but God's faithfulness meets us each and every single morning. You see, his compassion is not based on our performance, but rather his compassion is based on his perfect character. So every sunrise is a reminder that he has not forgotten us. Think about that for a moment. Every sunrise is a reminder that he is faithful and he has not forgotten us. You see, throughout Scripture, God proves himself faithful. He guided Israel in the wilderness. He sustained Elijah through doubt. He comforted David in the caves, and he strengthened Paul in his suffering. You see, these stories remind us, they remind you and I that God's faithfulness isn't limited to prosperous seasons, but rather it shines brightest. Get this, it shines brightest in difficulty. So in your own life, you may look back and you might see moments when God carried you, where God protected you, or even when he provided when you least expected it. And those memories anchored your heart and they strengthen your faith, especially for the future. So even when we cannot see what God is doing, you and I can trust that he is still at work. He is still working for our good, and he is still working for his glory. So as we prepare for this season and close out another year, please take time to remember God's faithfulness and that it gives us confidence for what lies ahead. So instead of dwelling on uncertainties, we can rejoice in his steady presence. When pressures rise or plans change, his mercies give fresh strength. Gratitude grows when we pause long enough to reflect on his goodness. And as we rehearse God's faithfulness, we become more faithful in our own walk. We become more patient. We become more prayerful. We become more rooted in his word. You see, his mercies truly are new every morning. You see, God's faithfulness is constant. It is dependable and it is renewed each day. So when we reflect on his goodness, our trust grows and our hearts find rest in him. So write down 3 ways God has shown his faithfulness to you this year. And take some time to begin each morning this week with a short prayer of gratitude. And finally, share with someone how God has encouraged you in your life most recently. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow morning. You take care.